The manifestation community got some really interesting buzzwords. One of them is SP. I didn't know what that was until recently. Not really, but it actually stands for special person. So you have a special one in your life. Not Jose Mourinho, but you got a special one in your life. And you want that partner in your life. You want that. So, how should you manifest that? I'm gonna tell you a little story about Neville Goddard himself. Neville was first married, and then he found the love of his life. What did he do to actually be with the love of his life? When the state of New York, the law says that he cannot be with a new wife. He had to divorce his first wife, and she was not like accepting that. So what did he do? All he did, he assumed that he was sleeping next to the girl that he wanted to marry. That's all he did. Can you imagine that? All he did is just assume, a mere assumption, that he is with the girl that he wanted to marry. When you think of that, do you feel like you can do that? Or there is some turbulation and some resistance to the idea that it can't be that easy and that simple? Because believe me, it is. When Neville did that, very interesting thing happened. His first wife did an act that was judged harshly by society, but that gave him his freedom. So, his first wife did steal something, and that led to Neville being free from his first wife. Like, he was in the trial, and I think he was asked, did you see her do anything like that before? And he just went and say, no, she's a good person. And from that, after what he said, I think his wife told him that she accepted to be divorced or something like that. So, when that happened, Neville got his freedom. When Neville imagined himself with the love of his life, his new wife, he actually did that in imagination so vividly that he slept convinced that it is done. So, he didn't ask how, when, why. He didn't do any of that. All he did, he just merely assumed that he is with his new wife. And his new wife actually gave birth to his daughter. So he was actually so in love with her. So this is what you do when you want someone in your life. First, know who is that person, because sometimes you are crazy sometimes and you just want things for the heck of it. Know who you want to be with. Who is that person? Who is that girl? Who is that guy? And then, what I want you to do, if you are a lady, for example, what would imply that you are married? A ring on your finger, right? Feel that ring to sleep in your imagination. Feel the ownership of it. Feel the man that you want being next to you. And vice versa. If you are a man and you want your girlfriend, that girl, you know who she is. Imagine that you are next to her. You are sleeping next to her. You are seeing her hair, her body, all her details. In detail, like make it as vivid as possible. And then, I want you to just accept that. Identify yourself with the inner man, that inner being within you. God is within all of us. God is within every single thing that you see. There is nothing but God. That divine energy, that divine spark, that is in everything. You are intertwined with it. You are intertwined with that power, that omnipotent power that is everywhere. So be optimistic actually when you imagine something, because it's happening, whether you like it or not. Once you sleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, game over. You will have it. It's no good if you don't want it anymore. You'll have it. So only imagine things of good report. Don't imagine bad things. Don't imagine the specific person, the SP that you want ignoring you. Don't imagine that. Why would you do it? Just imagine things lovingly. And let me tell you something. When you are at a higher vibrational state, you will attract much better people too. So if you don't get that person, you will get another one. But I'm not putting any limiting beliefs, because if you want someone and you really want it internally, you want that person, you will get him. You want that guy, you want that girl, you will get them. So just know that these are the people that you want in your life. So be specific. This is why one of the most important aspects of the law of assumption. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be specific on what you want, because believe me, what you put your attention to, it grows. Whatever you are focusing on, you are putting energy to it. So when you focus on something, make sure it's the right thing. Make sure it's the right person. Don't just merely I want this, I want that, and manifest in vain. You can, but you won't be fulfilled. You just want to be fulfilled. So know exactly what you want. Exactly the person that you want. Who is that person? How does he look? How does that girl look? Is she brunette? Is she blonde? Is that man tall, short? Whatever. I don't care. I'm just telling you. Be as specific as possible. And just know that you are getting that. You are getting that person. So be specific. Don't just mess around and just manifest the wrong person and then say that manifestation doesn't work. It works whether you like it or not. It's been working all your life. You're just becoming aware of it. And paradoxically now, you are suffering because you can't use it consciously. You can actually, but I'm talking to you, you're finding it hard to do it, right? This is why you are jumping from one video to another. When I clearly said to you, all you have to do is merely assume the wish fulfilled. That's it. Nothing magical about it. The magic will happen when you assume it. It's simple, right? Yet very effective. Yet a lot of people are finding it difficult. It is not. It's as easy as it gets. It's so easy, guys. And sometimes I find myself being hard on myself, like I need to watch this and that and this and that. No, I don't. I don't need to know about every single thing out there. I don't need to see 100 success stories. You don't have to. All you have to do is assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. As I told you before, the reason I actually wrote my book is because I was sick of just searching for techniques over and over and over again. So I gathered all the techniques and I put it into an ebook. At first it was for myself, actually. I'm getting so excited now and so angry at the same time, because when I look back, I wasted so much time on videos and videos and videos and techniques and books, and finishing like a 500-page book and then go for another one and another one. Like, what the heck am I doing? So I'm glad I did that ebook, and I'm glad that people are actually giving me feedback on it, that they find it easier now to just shut down the monkey mind and go within. The being within you knows everything. Just trust and have a leap of faith. And believe me, whatever you want, it's possible. Whatever you want, you already have it. You don't believe it yet. That's why you don't see it. Once you believe it, you'll see it. Not the other way around. We've been programmed to think that it's the other way around, but it is not. You have to believe the thing to see it. Believe it, believe it, believe it. Even if you don't believe it until you believe it. Lie to yourself. Use the sleep meditation, for example. Before you go to bed, you can imagine things to be, because you are performing at alpha and theta brainwave states. Right after you wake up, instead of reaching for your phone, just imagine for 15 minutes that you are having every single thing you want right now, right here. not in the future. It is already done. Already here is the right word. Already. You're not looking for something in the future. It is now. So that's it for today's video. I hope you find it helpful. If you did, subscribe to the channel. I'd like to reach more people. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you think and what do you want to see next? Check out the ebook in the description box. Until next video, I'll see you soon.